good morning, everybody. Welcome to the garden. Come on in. Welcome to Saturday morning glory. Now, how did everybody sleep? Did everybody sleep okay? Did y'all get y'all good night rest? Well, if you're getting your good night rest, I want you to do me just this one little favor. Go down to that comment section and give me a thumbs up to let me know that you are getting your good night rest. Well, y'all, before we get into what we're getting into, let me tell you what I'm drinking. But before we get into what I'm drinking, now you know my sidekick is not getting ready to let me get on camera without her. So everybody, let me welcome the sidekick to the garden. This my sidekick, y'all. Look at her. This my sidekick. This is Princess. You play with a puppy, they lick you in the mouth every time. This is, look, she always want to get on here. Then when she get on here, she want to act shy, camera shy. Come on, Princess. You know you're not camera shy. Everybody say hi to Princess. Y'all know Princess. That's how she say hi. See? Hi, everybody. Say hi, Princess. Because y'all know Princess is ready to lay back. That's why she's not my co-host. She my sidekick. Because every time she kick back and she lay down through the whole video. Okay? And that's okay because that's her job. It just become her job now. So everybody, this is Princess. It's kind of warm and cool, warm out here. So I'm not putting any clothes on her right now outside. But when we get in, I'll put some clothes on. Maybe take some pictures, post them later. But anyway, get ready to see. Y'all see what Princess getting ready to do? I'm just going to hold up so y'all can see what Princess normally do. And I got to put my arm back here because, see, that's what Princess do. Y'all see that? See? That's what she do. That's why she is the sidekick. Well, y'all, before we get into what we're getting into, let me tell you what I'm drinking. And today, I'm going to put Princess on in the bed since she laying down. I'm going to put her in her bed over here, okay? Because she won't lay down anyway. Go and lay down, Princess. All right. Now, today, what we are drinking today in the garden, I'm going to have to put my glasses on for this one, y'all. Today, what I am drinking, I purchased some tea from the Healing Tree. Remember, I had that juice. It was lime. It was good, y'all. Ginger and a little bit of agave. It was good. So I went back and I purchased some tea from her, okay? And it's from the Healing Tree. And this is the packet that it come in, okay? And it's called Be Well Tea. And what is in it? Let me tell you what's in it, y'all. It is hibiscus, elderberry, ginger, lemongrass, orange peel, rose hips, and cinnamon, honey. Yes, it's called Be Well Tea, and this is the package that it comes in. Isn't that cute? And let me show y'all how large the tea bags are. She give you a more bang for your bucks, honey. See these tea bags? Do y'all see that? Look at those tea bags right there. Look at there. Those are some nice sized tea bags. And it's full of goodies. Full of goodies. And that's how it's packaged. So y'all go on Instagram. And if y'all want to get some of this tea, it's good, honey. It's good for your immune system and a lot of other things. I'm not a doctor, so I'm not recommending anything. I'm just telling you what I do. And this is the Healing Tree Roots is what it's called. And you can find her. Her name is Breeze. She's on Instagram. So y'all go check her out. Now let me show y'all what the tea look like once you actually sip it. Y'all, are y'all ready for that? Look at that. Look up there. Y'all, do y'all see that? Get into that. Y'all want me to tell you what's in it again? Let me tell you what's in it again. What is in this tea here it's called Be Well Tea. And the ingredients are hibiscus, elderberry, ginger, lemongrass, orange peel, rose hips, and cinnamon, honey. Ta-da! That's it right there. Now let's taste it. That is so good. That's good. And she said if you want, you can use these bags at least twice if you want because they're full of goodies. So this is the Be Well Tea from the Healing Tree Roots. And you can find them on Instagram, y'all. Go by there and check Breeze out. Until you heard about her on Lady G's Garden Cafe. All right, y'all. Listen, let's get into what we're getting into. Y'all, the sidekick want to kick back in my arms, so let's just let her kick back. Y'all, Have you ever been wondering why you go through some of the things that you go through? Have you ever found yourself asking, why me? Why am I going through this? Why are people treating me like this? Why are they lying on me and talking about me? Why am I going through every time look like I go through one test and finish that test, I'm going through another one? Have you ever found yourself in that situation asking those questions? Because I know I have. I have asked myself and asked the Lord, Lord, why am I going through this? Lord, why am I suffering through this? Why am I going through these trials and tribulations? Why are the people talking and lying about me, lying on me? What's really going on? I found myself asking those questions. Well, honey, the Most High began to answer my questions, and when He answered my questions, He answered them in the book. Yes, honey, it's in the book. Those of y'all that are new to the garden, when I talk about the book, I'm talking about the Bible, y'all. Because I'm finding out the longer I live, and I'm in my 60s now, I'm 60 years old, y'all. And if the Lord delay His coming and spare His life, I'll be 61 next month. Yes. So anyway, everything we need is in the book. So as I began to go through the book, and the Lord began to lead me through the book, He led me through over there in Exodus. You know where Moses had went to Pharaoh and told Pharaoh to let my people go, and Pharaoh hardened his heart, and he was so mean, and he was just so hard-hearted that he was refusing to let the children go. Well, what happened was it had to be all these plagues came up on the blood, turned to water. Frogs came, locusts came, the firstborn died. It was just so much going on in Egypt when the Lord sent Moses to tell Pharaoh to let the children of Israel go. Well, finally, Pharaoh, after the firstborns died, began to die off. Pharaoh said, okay, y'all go, take everything and just get up out of here. Just go. Well, the children of Israel were on their way out of Egypt, and they had gotten to the Red Sea, honey. And while they were at the Red Sea, Pharaoh just changed his mind, honey, decided that he was going to follow them and kill them all dead. Well, he and his soldiers got on their horses, and they was riding to catch up with the children of Israel as they were walking across, leaving out of Egypt. Honey, the Most High did a pillar of fire, and he had blocked the pathway so Pharaoh couldn't get to him. Well, it was a pillar of fire behind them, honey, and the Red Sea was in front of them. And they was like, oh, Lord, we have come out here, we gonna die. We come out here to drown in the Red Sea. Moses, you brought us out from Egypt, and you done brought us to the Red Sea, and we gonna die, we gonna drown. Honey, the Most High had Moses stretch out his staff that he had in his hand, and the Most High parted the Red Sea. Yes, He did. When He parted the sea, it was like two walls of water. And don't you know the ground was dry that they went across? Now, that was a miracle. Okay, they had witnessed a miracle. Well, now that wasn't enough for them. Honey, they walked across the Red Sea, the bed of the Red, not the river bed, not the creek bed, but the bed of the Red Sea. They walked across it, honey. Pharaoh began to follow them, and he was swallowed up. The walls closed in, and he and his chariots was gone, destroyed, drowned, just pitiful. Honey, they got across the Red Sea, and they started heading through the wilderness. As they got through the wilderness, honey, they began to murmur and complain. The Most High was leading them by a pillar of fire by night and by a cloud by day. So He was leading them, and He was always with them. But they were yet complaining, yet murmuring, yet bickering, just doing everything. Y'all remember when Moses went up to Mount Sinai, and all of a sudden they decided Moses was dead, and they wanted to make a golden calf, and they wanted to worship it and do everything that they thought they was big enough to do, because Moses was up there too long for them. Moses was up there getting instructions from God. Well, as I was reading this story, I was like, Lord, what this got to do with what I'm going through? What this got to do with tribulations and trials? Honey, no matter what you're going through, no matter how saved you are, no matter how much you love the Lord, you are going to have a wilderness experience. You are going to have to leave from one place to the next. And during that transition, there's going to be trouble. There's going to be problems. The book says that the godly shall suffer persecution. So we are going to go through. We are going to experience hardship. So what the Most High was telling me is the wilderness is necessary. It was necessary for them to go through the Red Sea, because during their Red Sea experience, the wilderness experience, they experienced the grace of God. They experienced the mercies of God. They experienced the love of God. They experienced the compassion of God while they were walking through the wilderness. Yes, they lost some things. People died off. People turned against them. People left God. So sometimes in your wilderness experience, you're going to experience loneliness because people are going to make a decision that they don't no longer want to hang with you. They no longer want to serve the God you serve. They no longer want to be your friend. And some of those very friends that you told all your secrets to, honey, those are the very ones that are turning against you and start telling people all about your business. But it is necessary to go through the Red Sea because when you to go through the wilderness, because it's necessary to go through the wilderness, because when you go through the wilderness, how about the Lord is always with you? He said, I'll never leave you and I'll never forsake you. He said, I'll be with you even to the ends of the earth. Yes, you will go through. Yes, you will suffer persecution, but the Most High will never leave you. He's going to be by your side. The wilderness is necessary. Yes, you'll have to cry in the wilderness, but he said he'll bottle up your tears. He'll wipe away all tears from your eyes. Yes, you're going to be hurt in the wilderness, but Paul said, what shall separate me from the love of God? Shall tribulation, what shall separate us? When you're going through your wilderness, don't leave the Most High. Don't walk off from the church. Don't walk off from your marriage. Don't walk off from your friendship. When you're going through your wilderness, go through your wilderness and trust the Lord, because he's going to lead you. If you would go through the book and ask a few of the old patriots what happened when they were in the wilderness. Elijah was in the wilderness, honey, but the Lord told him to go lay by the brook, and he was going to have a raven bring him food. He will provide for you in the wilderness. If you would call up Job, Job would say, well, when I was in my wilderness, my body was attacked. I had boils on my body. He said, but all the appointed days of my life, I will wait till my change comes. So don't be in a hurry to get out of your wilderness, because the wilderness is necessary. The wilderness will make you cry. The wilderness, you'll feel lonely. The wilderness, you'll be hurt. The wilderness, you'll feel abandoned. The wilderness, you'll feel like you can't make it. The wilderness, you'll feel strong, you'll feel weak. But Paul said, he told Paul, my strength is made perfect in your weakness. So when you go through your wilderness, honey, go through it. Don't give up. Don't throw in the towel. Don't you stop. Don't you quit, because the wilderness is necessary. When Job got out of his wilderness of sickness, the book says that the Most High restored everything he had, and he restored and gave him even more than what he had. So don't quit in the wilderness, because the wilderness is necessary. It's necessary for you to regain your strength. When Jesus was in fasting for 40 days and 40 nights, and the old tempter came to tempt him, he said, turn these stones into bread. But Jesus told him, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeded out of the mouth of God shall man live by. He told him, jump off of this high pinnacle, and I'm gonna make you, I'll give you everything. You can have it all if you jump off this pinnacle, because surely the angels of God will come and get you, and they will rescue you, lest you dash your foot against a stone. But Jesus came back and he said, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Don't tempt the Lord with evil. Whatever is going on in your life, don't fall for the devil's trick. Don't fall for the okie dokie, because the wilderness is necessary. It's necessary to go through the wilderness, because then you'll get your strength. It's necessary for you to go through the wilderness, for that's where your healing is going to come. It's necessary for you to go through the wilderness, because that's where your hope comes from. You'll learn to praise him in the wilderness. Don't give up your praise. Don't stop praising him. Yes, you've lost loved ones. Yes, you've lost friends. Yes, you've been hurt and abandoned. Yes, you've been mistreated. But continue to praise him. Continue to give him the glory. Continue to magnify him, because the wilderness is necessary. I'm so glad that y'all decided to come and join me in the garden on Saturday morning. Glory! I just wanted to come in and encourage us on today, and to let us know if you're going through, maybe you're going through a divorce, maybe you're going through friends walking away from you, maybe you're going through, you're the outcast of the family, maybe you went to the doctor and you got some bad news and you're in the wilderness of health. There's all different types of wilderness. Wilderness in relationship, wilderness in your marriage, wilderness in your health, wilderness on your job, wilderness with friendship. There's all types of financial wilderness. There's all type of wilderness in our lives, but I want to encourage you to hang on in the wilderness, because the wilderness is necessary. There was a songwriter got anointed. He picked up a pen and he said, through it all, I've learned to trust in Jesus. I've learned to trust in God. I've learned to depend upon his word. So whatever your wilderness is, whatever you're going through, the wilderness is necessary. Well, y'all, I'm getting ready to get up out this garden. I just wanted to come in and encourage us on this morning to let us know that the wilderness is necessary. So whatever you're going through, it's necessary to get you to the next step, to get you through when you come out of the valley, honey. Woo! David said, yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thy rod and thy staff are with me. So don't get discouraged in the wilderness. Don't you give up in the wilderness. Remember, the wilderness is necessary. All right, y'all. If y'all watching this by way of Facebook, I want you, don't forget to give a thumbs up and share the video. Maybe somebody is going through their wilderness and they don't realize that in your wilderness, that's where you're going to meet the Lord. In the wilderness, that's where your joy comes from. In the wilderness, that's where your strength shall be renewed. In the wilderness. And if you're watching this by way of YouTube, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up and share the video. And now, if you have not subscribed to the channel, why not? Come on and subscribe to the channel, Lady G's Garden Cafe. Come on, so we can come in here and talk and have a good time and find out what we drinking from day to day. All right. So if you have not subscribed, why not? Hey, you ain't got to pay. I ain't gonna charge you to subscribe. Just come on and subscribe, and so you can be part of the family. Okay. Also, if you're watching this video by way of Instagram, don't forget to follow me, and I won't lead you wrong. All right, y'all. Until the next upload, I want y'all to have a blessed and wonderful day. And remember, the wilderness is necessary, and go through your wilderness. So go through it. You got it on purpose. Until the next upload. Later, y'all.